So basically, I have been pretty busy, so I have decided that instead of pumping out a video a day for the next however many months, I'm gonna try to do one video a week covering the whole week, and that is probably gonna be easier for me to handle than putting out a video every day. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of this week in this one video, and then at the end of next week I'll put out another one. So I'm gonna see how this works, and if I like it, I'll keep it, and if not, I will go back to how it was. But since I've been super busy, that's why I've not been doing that. So Tuesday was pretty good. I had my speech class at 8 in the morning, and that of course is very fun. Not. And then Tuesdays are also weird because I have my work. It's split up into 2 different shifts that are both 2 hours long, but there's an hour and a half in between them, and I don't even have a class in between them. I just get an hour and a half of lunch for some reason. It's really weird. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's what happened. I made my deliveries at work because I'm the delivery boy now. It's pretty fun. And then after work, I had my digital graphics class. That was really interesting. So I did that, and then Wednesday was very good because collegiate meeting day. I am the secretary of my collegiate now. I am a leader. I am an officer. It's super cool. So before the meeting, my president and vice president wanted me to go check the account balance for our collegiate. So I did that. I went to do that before the meeting started at 10 a.m. And we have a negative amount in our account, which is not good. So hopefully at some point during the semester we will put that back up, because that is not a place that I would like to be, and because I am in charge of the funds, I need to get something going. So hopefully we can do that. And collegiate meeting was fun. I sat in the back and took my notes because that's what I do as secretary. I write down everything that we do during the meetings. And then after that, we had lunch. I went to lunch with a bunch of the Kings. That was good. And then I didn't have anything till 1, so at noon I came back to my room to finish off my secretary duties, because after I actually take the notes, I have to submit them to the college so they can know what we did during the meeting. So I did that, and then I went at 1 o'clock to my 3D Design Fundamentals class for 2 hours, and then right after that for another 2 hours is my Design Fundamentals 2 class. So I've got 4 straight hours back to back of class, and that is amazing. So yeah, and then we had King's dinner, and that was good because that's always good. And because I'm secretary, I wrote down the names of everybody who was there, because if we have 10 people in a single spot for I think it's just 10 minutes, then we get points for unity, because how collegians work is that you get points for doing different things. And so if 10 of us are hanging out together, we get unity points, and it's super cool. So that happened, and then from there went to church, and then after church came back to the room, and then about an hour later Owen and I headed over to Manny's room, and then 10 minutes later we came back here because he actually had a shift that he didn't know about, to go walk around the administration building to just scout out the area, making sure no couples are back there holding hands. So we just hung out in my room and then went to bed, pretty much. That's what we did for the rest of that night. And then Thursday, I had speech again at 8 in the morning. It's too early to be talking. It's annoying. We're not even doing anything really yet, and I already don't want to do it. So yeah, we wrote our speeches Thursday morning. So that's all ready. Performing it on Tuesday, I think. Goodness. that's gonna be fun. And then lunch, I had lunch with Owen, Manny, and Sam and Four Winds. And then I had a second lunch because this was after my work shift, my 2-hour work shift. So I had the hour and a half. I had second lunch with Grace and Eden, the boys who aren't actually boys. And then I accidentally left my card on the table. So when I went back for my second work shift, Grace had actually picked up my card, and so I didn't have it, so I couldn't clock in. So I had to fill out this form to say I was actually there. And then, yeah, that was great. Actually, during my first shift, it was great because as I was doing my delivery, everybody was getting out of chapel, so I got stuck behind everybody flooding out of the Crown Center while I was trying to drive. And that was amazing. So I had to wait until everybody was done walking out. So that was amazing. And then after work, I came back to Ballard. I couldn't come back to my room because I didn't have my card. So I just sat in the lobby, but that's okay because there was a King's study group going on. So got some points for that. That was good. And then from there, I went to my digital graphics class, where I made this funny little guy. His name is Franklin, and he loves cheese. It's amazing. And then after class at 5, I went back to the study group, then had dinner at 6 o'clock, and then after that, I pretty much just chilled for the rest of the night. I think I went to the sports center with Matt. Yeah, no, that was early in the week. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I forgot to write it down, so I have no idea. And then Friday, great. I woke up, I had my New Testament class at 9, chapel, work, lunch, 3D design fundamentals, and then I had my first speech lecture. And this is already going to be fun, because there is a lot of people. There's probably like 200 people in the lecture. And I don't want to be there. But there are a lot of people that I know in there. I just didn't get there early enough to actually get a seat with most of them. Although I did sit next to a guy from Mike Legion. His name is Baxter. He's pretty nice. But anyway, during the lecture, we saw this slide, which states that during our scripture reading speech that we're doing sometime later, we are not to read genealogies or anything from Song of Solomon, which I think is hilarious. Because I'm pretty sure, at least this is what is telling me, is that implies that people have tried to do that in the past. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. And then, so after the speech lecture at 4 o'clock, I came back to Ballard, and then I dropped my stuff off, and I went to see Manny to get the King's donations forms, because we're starting fundraising to get some money going for things such as the Minecraft server, history committee, and just because we're broke. So that's good. And then I also picked up a package for my boy Jacob Carroll, he's a senior in my collegiate, and he was working the desk, and he runs the study groups in Ballard when he's working. So he had a package, and the post office closes at 5, so I went to get his package for him. And I came back to the study group, did some studying for 2 hours, and then 6 o'clock I had dinner with Jacob, Owen, and Manny. 7:15 we had a Kings basketball game. It was good stuff, even though we lost because we're not good at sports. And then 8 o'clock I went bowling with a couple council members. 9 o'clock I had a Kings Minecraft server meeting, the first one. And then 11 o'clock I came back to Ballard, and it was good stuff. And then Saturday, I woke up at 9:30 for some reason, so I went back to sleep until 11:30, and it was great. I slept in as long as I wanted. And then pretty much I spent the entire day with Owen, because he's my boy. So I had lunch with him, came back here, played some Minecraft until dinner time, had dinner with him, hung with him and Manny, and then went to the Kings basketball game with him, 8:30, which we lost, but we did a lot better in this one than the last one. And then 9 o'clock, we had Kings game night, and there's a photographer there taking pictures, so it's probably going to be in the yearbook at some point. So that's it. That's cool. And then, yeah, that was my week. So it's pretty good. Hope everyone else's week was good. And I am ending the video now.